beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Mystic Destinies. I will get this name correctly. Serendipity of Aeons. We're here trying to get Hikaru to give us his soul fragment, because things are getting crazy. So I need you two to escape. No, I need your soul fragment before I do that. She has to be stopped, and you're in the way. Rude. Why don't I want to go so badly? I want to leave him, but he's not even mine. My Hikaru. Whoa. He'll never be, so why? Why is my girl suddenly acting like this? I don't think she's even said like my show or my Tetsuya, my Takumi, my Shinji. I don't think she's ever said that about any other guy, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. Ugh! Get it together, Michiko. In the midst of chaos, I summon the earring in my palm. Hikaru merely stares at me. Then he nods. I'll give you the other Hikaru's soul fragment, and then you need to leave. The god within me. He won't go down without a fight. I'll lose control either way at this rate. Shinji briefly glances at me, and I wonder if he might say something. He looks back at Hikaru with a strange glint in his eyes. I'm not leaving you, and don't even try to argue with me. Well, in a flash of light, Shinji transforms into what looks like full armor. I forgot he looks like this in armor. We'll fight together. Shinji me all you want. I'm not leaving you to fight alone. A fae and a demigod together might stand a somewhat better chance against a goddess. Hikaru doesn't say anything, but a small smile tugs at his lips. It'll be like old times, right? Fighting insane divines? The two men exchange glances. With a nod, Shinji holds up his hands to hold the barrier in place, just as Hikaru lets go and turns to face me. We don't have much time. He closes his eyes and places his hands over his chest, and just like before, he quickly calls out the other Hikaru's soul fragment. I hear Tsuneka scream out in rage, and I almost freeze up in terror. Tsuneka, shut up! Shut up! I don't know what is wrong with you. I can't feel any sympathy for her until she tells me what's wrong with her backstory, because right now she done hurt my poor Hikaru, and I'm not chill with that. I force myself to summon the soul box. The moment that I shut the box around the soul fragment, I feel a tug on my soul. No, wait! Go now! Well, I guess, I'm crying! The last thing I see is a bright light forming around Hikaru and the bear disintegrating. Hikaru is always like saving me. I nearly collapsed upon returning back to my own body. The drastic difference between the adrenaline and stress I was feeling versus the calmness of this body is disorienting. What if I keep growing gray hair as I travel through these portals? Haruka walks over to me and helps steady me. Are you alright, Michiko? I nod and pushing my glasses back, stand up as straight and tall as I can. I calmly look Haruka in her eyes. I have to know, how can she keep doing this? Haruka. Yes? Don't you have any attachment to the other Hikaru's in the other timelines? Of course, I am his mother. So how is it you can just watch something like that happen? True. What else am I supposed to do? The answer shocks me, especially from someone like her. You're a goddess. Surely you can go down and help him? But I'm not strong enough. It's then that Galen strolls up to us. He glances at Haruka's distressed face and then looks at me. Gods are the keepers of the universal order. They are bound by many rules, and as such, they cannot change things, not unless they are meant to be. Even the smallest of changes can result in utter chaos, and that goes against their very being, seeing as they were born out of and for order. I mean, that would make sense that not all gods are very powerful, because, everybody has to have a different length of power. Because not all wizards and witches and other magical beings are all powerful. I frown up at him. But Galen, are you not a god too? You speak as if what Haruka is completely different. You seem to be able to change things, and aren't you bound by any rules? No, he's the god of chaos. He has no rules. Only self-imposed ones. The only thing we truly share is that we are both called gods. But that's a story for another time. But back to the topic at hand, they cannot interfere with things easily, and gods aren't all of the same power. Some are more powerful, some are less. Tsuneka happens to be a particularly powerful one, obviously, because our baddies are always way too bad for us. And as such, there is little that Haruka would be able to do against her. Oh, I'm sorry, Haruka. I shouldn't have presumed. Haruka quickly, quietly stares at the ground and begins to regret going down this particular path. But before I can say anything else, she looks up at me with a sad smile. It's okay. I wish I was stronger and braver too. That's why I respect my son so much. No matter what timeline it is, he's always someone who fights to protect others. His life is never easy, so sometimes it can seem very harsh. But it's because of the kindness in his heart that he endlessly fights to protect others' happiness. Kindness? It's not a side of Hikaru I felt I had really seen before all this began. But thinking back, I begin to think that Haruka is right. Hikaru was strict and sometimes almost rude, but he never treated me badly. Hikaru seems to be a complex man. He is. Not many actually take the time to really get to know him. Don't worry, I have all the time for that. But he has many sides to him and always has a reason for what he does. I hope you've begun to understand him a little better too. Yeah, my girl's already saying my Hikaru, so I nod. Something in me believes that I have, but I feel there's so much left to still uncover. There's still so much I don't know, but I'll keep going until I figure it out. Alright, let's go to, I believe I chose this detective one because I just ended up doing the loop, so might as well. I can feel myself shaking. I can't take my eyes off of the motionless form on the ground. Blood is pouring from everywhere, the man's eyes, ears, and mouth, and for some reason my hands are up. Did I do this? I feel a wave of nausea come over me, come over me and looking at the man on the floor. I can hear the other me thinking in the background, too stunned to realize my presence. Is he? I take the opportunity to wrest mental control away from her, despite how horrified I am. Oh, all these charming people. This route was the best for showing so many good-looking people. Looking around the room, I see a small woman with transparent wings and two black-haired men fighting hooded men, clearly winning as they take down their opponents. Seriously though, what the hell is going on here? I don't know, man. Oh shoot, right. This is where we got shot, right? And then that was when we learned that we were immortal, or our immortality worked. I hear a metallic click right next to my head and the feeling of cold metal suddenly against my temple. I can't even turn around to see who it is. In this moment of stillness and absolute fear, my eyes drift to the center of the room, where Takumi of all people is grappling with a man in a hood. Okay, I got time. I'm with Takumi. I see bodies everywhere in the room. I was on the floor. Sorry. This is not a song, and I have no idea where I am or what's going on. This is his mess? My god, just what kind of awful shit is he into? He's lying on the floor on his back, a knee in the vampire's stomach, as he's relentlessly stabbing him. I feel my knees threaten to buckle beneath me at the image. Why am I in this situation? What the hell is wrong with this me? My stomach seizes up in fear and disgust, but I know if I make one wrong move now, I'll have a bullet in my head. What happens if I die here? Is this me immortal too? Yeah. Tossing the vampire off of him, Takumi rolls to his knees and is about to get up when he looks up at me, then at the gun pointed right at me. And finally at whoever is holding the gun to my head behind me. The person moves slightly and I can finally see my assailant, though it gives me no comfort. No. There are some questions you should be asking yourself right now. Should yet another person should die because of you? Is your comatose brother really worth your pretty girl dying for? Komaso's brother? Yazu? Wait, I'm Takumi's girlfriend? No, girl, let's not think about that. That's not the main issue right now. Will you really make another mistake due to your own recklessness? Could you live with the guilt of this one? Tagu is visibly thrown off and stares at her with wide eyes, trembling. He doesn't react even as the other vampire rips his dagger away from him, throws it, and holds Takumi's arms behind his back. I'm scared, terrified out of my mind, but I try to not let it show. Instead, I think about how to get away from this freak show. The one practically whispers, all traces of her smile gone. I'm so terribly curious to see what will happen to you, my dear immortal. Let's not. The woman in I have a mission to do. The woman in red crumples to the floor. I spin around to see. Oh, hi, Tsuneka. Tsuneka's standing there holding what seems to be the woman in red's large gun. And probably she spins it around her small finger with ease, making the heavy gun look as light as air. She's just popping up more frequently now. She looks around the room at the carnage. The one or two hooded people that remain standing simply stare at Tsuneka in shock, along with everyone else in the room. Tsuneka lets out a low whistle. Who are you? Takumi's question seems to catalyze one of the hooded figures into action, and she lunges at Tsuneka with an inhuman roar. But Tsuneka only tilts her head and puts a tiny hand out with a smile. Where her hand stops, a ripple suddenly spreads through the air, outward and through everyone around her in a circle, including me. No! The others all freeze where they are, and I find that I can't move either. Completely still like a statue, yet I can still see. I'm conscious. I thought when she put her hand out and the air is rippled, everybody was going to be pushed back, but obviously that did not happen. She must have stopped time. I will myself to move, to blink, but nothing happens. Really? People are so rude these days, don't you think? Well, I say these days, but in reality, people never change. Am I right, oh immortal sorceress? Can you look at me in the eye and see that I'm not my mom, please? What to do here? I wanted to cause some trouble, but there's already so much. They're spoiling my fun. Fun? How is any of this fun? I don't like that. But it's cool. Tsuneka stops twirling the gun around. This thing must be a bit heavy, even for a demon trash. Heavy enough to knock her out anyway. Heh. I wonder how it shoots. I can only watch as Tsuneka lightning fast spins around and throws her gun-wielding hand out. Holding the gun askew, Tsuneka shoots a time-frozen Takumi. I have chills. She just shot our boy Takumi. She just shot him in the chest. And she has the audacity to just say bang. I can't do anything, not even scream. Oh my god, can you just be in the... Imagine being in her position right now. She can't do anything but watch this whole thing happen in front of her. Tsuneka opens up a portal and steps through it, twirling her fingers at me in farewell. Toodaloo. You're gonna die, Tsuneka, alright? You're gonna somehow die. I don't know how you're gonna die because you're a goddess. The second Tsuneka's gone, time restarts, and Takumi immediately sucks in a sharp breath of pain and collapses to the ground. Were they all also aware of what was going on? Like, they watched everything too? The bullet goes right through him into what would be the vampire in red, but he moves quickly out of the way, and an unfortunate hooded vampire gets it instead. Literally every guy in each route we've been stepping into is dying. And I don't think there's a way to save them. I rush to Takumi's side, stumbling over some unconscious bodies. But the tiny winged woman makes it there first and props him up on her knees. Aurelia. Her name comes to me in a faint whisper. Takumi? What the hell just happened? Ugh, never mind. We need a healer fast. I'll do what I can in the meantime. Aurelia starts working, trying to heal Takumi, who's already near unconscious. This sucks, oh my god. And groaning on the floor, I stand there useless, watching her small hands deftly work to stop the bleeding. What do I do? Why was I sent to this moment? This is a mess. Exactly, why was I sent into like the utter like chaos of everything? But then again, it's like that in every single route so far. If Tsuneka hadn't just appeared out of nowhere, she's just time warping however she pleases. If she hadn't appeared, what would have happened? Would I be the one bleeding out on the floor? Yeah. Before I can so much as form another thought, Naoki suddenly grabs me and stares me down. Girl, go to Hagiwara. One of the best healers I know is Professor Kazama. If you want that boy to survive, find him and send him here. After he finishes up, send him to my home. June needs assistance too. With that, Naoki turns and goes to attend to what looks like to be his twin brother. As he steps away from me, I manage to calm myself somewhat. I ran out of the house with tears still running down my face, but I can hardly afford to wait. There's so much happening that I don't know how long it would take me to stop my tears. All I know is that I must find Hikaru. Oh god, I got a yawn. Sorry. For more than one reason now. The twins are gone when I get back. Aurelia is sitting on a couch out of Hikaru's way, with worried eyes and small hands still covered in blood. She looks so numb, unmoving as she watches Hikaru work. I can't say that I feel any relief, but I do feel less useless at having been able to locate Hikaru and bring him here. With my eyes glued to Takumi's pained, pale face, my mind starts to drift. When I had burst into Hikaru's office, he had seemed to instantly pick up that there was an emergency. I had managed to stammer out how there had been a shooting and that a professor with a cold look and black hair had sent me here. gotta cancel the timer real quick. I barely know who any of those people are or where I'm supposed to go back to, but somehow I managed to save the address on my phone at least. Hikaru had immediately put his jacket on, ready to go. He followed me out without delay. It's strange I feel like I know those people. I remember their names, but they all feel so distant to me at the same time. Where did I stop? Okay, when I stare out the window. Okay, this part right here, I stopped. I stare out the window at the moving scenery. My thoughts keep turning back to the carnage I saw. So this is where I will save the game. Anything from here on out, I do not know. So it will be a surprise for me as well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. We only technically have one more round to go to, but we gotta deal with this round first. And hopefully we get something storyline going on. So each route we've been learning a little bit about Hikaru, but not a lot because we had to hustle before we die or something. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
처음엔 아무 느낌 없었는데 매일 지겹대면서